My boss said I'd get the promotion if I slept with him just once. I said I'd think about it while my phone was recording. David leaned back in his leather chair, smirking like he'd just offered me a gift instead of sexual harassment. Take the weekend to consider it, Amanda. But Monday morning, I need an answer. I nodded slowly, clutching my phone tighter in my blazer pocket. The recording app had been running for the past 10 minutes of our performance review, but I kept my expression neutral. That's quite an offer, David. I appreciate you being so direct about the requirements. He chuckled, completely missing my sarcasm. I knew you were smart. This promotion comes with a $40,000 raise and your own office, all for one little favor. Therefore, I smiled sweetly. Just to clarify, you're saying sexual favors are part of the promotion criteria at this company? But David didn't realize he was digging his own grave. Look, it's not official policy, obviously, but I handpick my senior managers personally. Very personally. He winked in the most disgusting way possible. Between you and me, Jennifer from accounting got her raise the same way. So did Lisa in marketing. Therefore, I made a mental note to contact Jennifer and Lisa immediately. This predator had been hunting for years, but what David didn't know was that I'd been documenting his behavior for months. Every inappropriate comment, every accidental shoulder touch, every time he'd cornered female employees in empty conference rooms. Therefore, I had a folder on my desktop labeled vacation photos that contained screenshots, witness statements, and now this recording. The weekend would be very productive indeed. But Monday morning arrived and David was practically vibrating with anticipation. So, Amanda, have you made your decision? His eyes were already undressing me. I sat down and pulled out my phone. Actually, I have. I've decided to share our conversation with some people. Therefore, his confident smirk started to falter when I hit play on Friday's recording. His own voice filled the office, crystal clear and damning, but it gets better. I also shared it with Jennifer and Lisa over the weekend. Turns out they've been waiting for someone brave enough to speak up. We have a group chat now. David's face went pale. You can't prove anything. That recording is illegal. Therefore, I laughed and pulled out printed emails. Actually, this is a one-party consent state, but these emails you sent are definitely illegal. Explicit photos, threats about job security, quid pro quo offers. But the real surprise came when HR Director Patricia walked in with 2 security guards. David, we need to talk. Now. I'd sent everything to corporate Saturday morning, including the recordings, emails, and statements from 6 different women. Therefore, David started sweating as he realized his 20-year career was about to end in handcuffs. The man who thought he held all the power suddenly looked like a trapped rat, but he made one last desperate attempt. This is all lies. Amanda's just bitter about not getting promoted fairly. Patricia held up a thick folder. Funny thing about that, David. Corporate reviewed all promotions in your department for the past 5 years. Fascinating patterns emerged. Therefore, security stepped forward as she continued. Every single female promotion coincided with suspicious hotel charges on your company card. Care to explain? But the final twist came when the police arrived. Turns out soliciting sexual favors in exchange for employment benefits is a federal crime, not just a company policy violation. Therefore, David got arrested right there in his corner office while the entire floor watched through the glass walls. The man who'd terrorized female employees for years was finally getting his perp walk. Therefore, 3 months later, I got that promotion anyway, along with David's old job and a $75,000 raise. Jennifer leads the new harassment prevention task force. Lisa transferred to our biggest competitor and took 3 major clients with her. And David? He's waiting tables at Applebee's while fighting federal charges.